Doing here? This is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Get Vocal at Get Vocal. I think that's it. I just tweeted it out, and we got about 15 seconds left of the intro music, and we're here on Get Vocal on this Saturday, 04.09.2022. Current time is 11:47 a.m. Just before noon here, and uh, normally I would get on Twitch, but I want to use Get Vocal. And I have an interesting article to talk about here, as you can see in the title there, uh, about an individual that is saving a boatload on gas. But my name is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. I'm going to be repurposing this particular video over there on my YouTube channel, and I'll be tweeting that out. So if you're watching it on the YouTube, this was produced on Get Vocal. This is a live recording. I like using Get Vocal. I want to use it more, and the way I can use it more is on the weekend here. I normally broadcast over on Twitch at Fireman Rich on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays early morning when I wake up for a morning coffee broadcast for about 30 minutes. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do the audio, Anchor morning audio on anchor.fm at Fireman Rich. And, but we have, and during those broadcasts, I usually bring up a good, interesting article. And this is an interesting article because, was it Friday? Yeah, yesterday. I had an article about how we have these microbes in fracking that are help cleaning up fracking, that will probably help out cleaning up residuals in the fracking process as far as where they do fracking. And this is pretty interesting because, as we know, the price of gas is up. I think yesterday I saw the price of gas for a barrel of oil was sitting at about $93, $94 a barrel. So it's under 100, and that's where we want it. We want to get it down low. But currently, gas prices here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we're paying $4.19 to $4 down to $4.17. I gassed up yesterday. 3 gallons I used for over the last week. Yes, I am watching the gas that I use. It cost me $4.17. I got 105 miles, a little more, about 35 miles, 35 to 38 miles to the gallon as far as that goes for going to work this past week. So I'm conserving my gas use, and so it's $3 a week to go into work, and we're not doing much traveling. The missus has her car. She goes to the grocery shopping and stuff. So we're using very minimum gasoline. But this individual that I want to talk about is spending, just like the title says, he is spending what amounts to £7. So that tells you where he is at. He is over there in England. And this is the gentleman right now. Look at that picture. That's his car, folks. That is his car right there. It is. It just look at him. He doesn't have to worry about parking. But that is his car. It's he's over there in Britain. A gentleman named Alex Orchin. And I have an interesting article about him. It was published in the Mirror, where man with Britain's smallest car reveals it costs him £7, which amounts to about $10. $10 to fill up the tank. It's probably, well, let's see. It probably only holds maybe a liter or two, if that. But it looks like a little toy car you would give a child. I don't think you'd be driving one of those around here in the States, because I don't think it would meet the safety requirements. But it's even still $10 to fill up his gas tank. And as far as that goes, and this is the type of article I like bringing, because look at that. That's just it makes you want to conserve and save fuel. That's what I've been doing over the last several weeks since the prices jacked up. Primarily, they say, because of what's going on over in Ukraine. The prices are starting to level out. They're doing things. The price is dictated, from what my understanding is, by world markets. So if there's a burp in the world market, the price is going to go up until it levels out and stuff. You know, the markets are such that they're real touchy as far as that goes. We've had gas as high here in the southern tier of upstate New York at about almost 4.50. I know there's other parts of the country that are up about 5, 6, even $7 a gallon, which is ridiculous. And there's no need for that. But let me tell you about this story here of this man that can fill up his gas tank for $10 and in this little car. Meet the man with Britain's lowest fuel bill as he drives the world's smallest car. And look at that car. That's compared to the van next to it, and then the car right there. You got the van over here, and then there's his car. Okay, and then it's like I don't think I could fit in there, but well, I think it says something about how big he is. But the world's smallest car, which costs about 7 pounds, which is $9 to $10 to fill up. Alex Orchin is seen buzzing around his village on his daily chores and his his quirky peel or blue peel. It's a blue color. That's a sky blue, I think it looks like, but it's called a Peel P50. He's 5'11", so the 5'11", 180 meter, or no, the 5'11", 5 feet 11 inches, which is 180 meters. Car into oh, okay, he is 5'11". Okay, he's talking about him. 5'11", 5'11", 100-meter car enthusiast drives around in a tiny motor, posting letters and filling up with fuel, which isn't that much. The car is about 134 centimeters, which is about 53 inches long, 98 centimeters, which is 39 inches wide. Okay, so you can see that. And it's 100 centimeters, 39 inches high, and has a 5-liter gasoline tank, which equals to, so it's 1.3 gallons. So technically, to fill that up, it's actually less. A gallon of gas costs $4.17. So we're talking about, right around $7 a gallon. So it's less than $10 a gallon now. Eccentric Alex, who's 31 years old, is an avid motor collector who loves to drive around in his tiny 3-wheeler. And that's a I guess it is a 3-wheeler. He says he's become obsessed with the cars since watching Jeremy Clarkson drive one on Top Gear, which is a car show that is on the television. Last year, he drove the length of the UK in the car, which has a top speed of 23 miles per hour, 37 kilometers an hour. And he has a YouTube channel that documents it. It's pretty neat. Alex said, "I've always had an interest in old vintage and unusual cars since I was a kid. No one in my family was into it. It was a bit of a random obsession. I used to be a chauffeur for vintage cars and had a 1914 Model T. Ooh, that'd be something to see. A 1914 Model T and a 1968 Morris Minor too, which I'm not sure what that is. So, but I got fixed. He continues with, I got fixated on this idea of having a P50 just because it was so tiny. But when I saw an original that was it cost 100,000 pounds, which is $131,000, it kind of killed it off. I think $100,000 for that vehicle right there, that little vehicle. So what changed here? But about 4 years ago, I bought one of the newer ones from the Isle of Man. And the Isle of Man is an island that sits between the UK and Ireland. It's a little island there. And I had to look that up. It says Isle of Man. Where's that? So I Googled it. It's a little island there in the sea of the Irish Sea, in between UK, England, and Ireland. And so I'm the second owner. The car always gets attention. It's quite staggering because to me, it's just a tiny car, and that looks tiny as far as that goes. It does look tiny, and uh, as far as that goes, and here he is. Here's another picture of him transitioning down the road. Um, so it's quite staggering because to me, it's just a tiny car. Okay, I already said that. It's much smaller than you think it is. Everyone says that when they see the car in person. So I'm just looking at this picture and it's like, that's a small car. And you can see it's three wheels. It's just like, what do you got? The middle one and then the two outer ones as far as that goes right there. Um, so where are we at? And I can fit a shop. He has room for luggage, but the luggage is, he continues. I could fit a shopping bag down the left of the car by the handbrake, but nothing else. So it's just him and the handbag. His car, a P50, was first made on the Isle of Man in the 1960s. And in 2010, the model was named the smallest production car ever built in the Book of Guinness World Records. The vehicle was built in, the vehicle was, that he has, I believe, is built in 2017 but is based on the original design from the first production model in the 1960s. So this is a reproduction. But if you had an original of these, $100,000, an original, because it was that first came out in 1960. The mini motor allows Alex comfortable journey to and from his home in Wilvelsfield in the Sussex of the UK. Alex started his this is his journey across the UK. His 488 mile, which is 2,395 kilometers. 1,488 miles, which is 2,395 kilometers. Journeying from John O'Groats on November 13th of last year and arrived in Land's End. Land's End is in England. Yeah. The missus is sitting down having a lunch there, listening to me on December 4th of this last year. He was just in time for his 3-week goal and received over 11,000 pounds, which is 14,464 for children in need. So he was doing this for charity. He was, which is great as far as that goes. He was doing it for charity, and I think that's just great as far as that goes. And Alex says, I owned a lot of cars and none of them get as much attention as this one. Normally I pull up in the Morris Minor. And it's car people and enthusiasts that want to come and talk to me with that. But my Peel P50, Peel spelled P-E-E-L, P50 attracts absolutely everybody, and including people who aren't interested in cars. So that's a good thing, gets people interested in cars and all that. They think it's so hilarious and children love it. Why wouldn't it? A child could fit in this thing. I don't know if you'd want a child to be driving it. But this is street legal. You can see there's a license plate. There's a license plate right there. See, that's a British UK license plate. They think it's hilarious and the children love it. The under 10-year-olds especially go mad for it, because what under 10-year-old wouldn't want something like that, as far as that goes. You can visit Alex's YouTube channel, Forward to the Past, and to see more of his tiny car obsessions. And I've been to his webpage, and it is freaking great as far as his documentation of the show or his journey there, I guess, as far as that goes. And it's unreal as far as that goes. It's just, look at this car. It's I am just so amazed. Um, that would be something you'd use to go back and forth from work, and you'd be saving. He probably uses maybe a quarter of, well, what I, let's see, 23 miles. I don't know. It wouldn't be street legal over here. Plus, I'm 6'5", so there's no way I could fit in that unless it was a sunroof, as far as that goes. And but that's something as far as that goes. And here is a picture of Alex at the gas station gassing up. This is a picture I took off in the Mirror article where let's see. Fuel prices have hit record highs recently, and the rise cost of living continues to bite UK households. But one man might have cracked it. Just have a very tiny car, and that's what Alex is. This is Alex, the British lowest fuel bill as a driver, as he drives the world's smallest car, which costs anywhere about £7 to gas up, to put 1.3 gallons of fuel in the tank. Again, it's something to see as far as that goes. I imagine, two people could lift this up and just carry it and stuff like that. So that is the interesting article that I have. Did I cut him out a little bit? I guess I did. Let me see if I can change. Can I bring that down a little bit? Let's see. It's cutting Alex's head out, so I got to bring that down just a tad. Let's bring that. How's that? That's better. There's Alex. That's what I got said. So that's something as far as an interesting article here, brought to you by Get Vocal, a good platform. And this is a quirky news article that it just puts a smile on my face, because that is innovative. It looks like the back from this picture. Oh, okay. As you can see, the two wheels are up front, and you got the one wheel in the back. So it's sort of a reverse three-wheeler and stuff. Because they used to have these three-wheel, now they're four-wheelers, quads there, but the three-wheeler mini bikes and stuff like that, they found that the three-wheel, the single wheel up front, was a little dangerous. So this is sort of like, but it's technically a car. So that's pretty interesting. And again, I like bringing these interesting articles to the broadcast, and as far as that goes, and it's what live streaming is all about. That's what gives me the positive vibe of doing this. And again, Get Vocal. I'll be repurposing this. I tweeted it out. There's not many people here because this is a platform that people were using. Some people are still using it. And I used to be on that other platform, broadcasting. I do post occasionally. I haven't posted lately because this morning, it's a platform called haps.co. And this morning I did post a tweet, and I directed it towards the HAPS folks. And what it pertains to is the fact that it's been 2 months since and I'm talking about HAPS, so I can tag, when I post this up on YouTube, I can tag HAPS, because I don't talk about HAPS on my Twitch broadcast. So this is a broadcast I'm allowing myself to talk about HAPS. And I do Twitter Spaces. There were some people on Twitter Spaces, but they were just talking about HAPS. As far as that goes, the likes and dislikes. But they were talking about people, the trolls over there on HAPS. There's a few trolls. Where's that tweet? I tweeted this morning that it's been 2 months since its last update, February 9th, 2022. That's 2 months ago. No movement or indication the direction at HAPS.co app is going. Platform is like a ghost town, and it is. There's not that many people. You could say that about Get Vocal, but I like Get Vocal because if you look, it's landscape. We got landscape here. So there's no landscape over there, and that's the main reason why I'm not broadcasting over there anymore. I like the landscape. Get Vocal. I'm get reacquainted with it. It's always been a great platform. Their app is rocking, and I would encourage any people that are still over there on Haps, try Get Vocal. Get Vocal is a good platform. You can bring 4 people up. You just have to get an account here, and I'm going to promote Get Vocal over Haps. I'm still on Haps, but there's nothing going on there. There's no activity. And you could say the same thing about Get Vocal, but Get Vocal, again, you got landscape. And I end with so much potential, but so much forgetting users that used Haps, because Pablo and Peter aren't there like they used to be, and I hashtag HapsCO as well as at Mark Go 241. That's Mark. He's the CEO of one of the co-founders of Haps, I guess. So today's the 9th. It's been 2 months. I'm not going to rag on Haps. I want Haps to, if they could make a comeback, that'd be great. But they're not giving any indication of such. So that's why it's good to explore platforms such as this that I think are just as good as Haps. And Haps is going in a different direction with this reach.me, which I still don't understand. Can't see anything on the web about it or anything like that. So it's a closed group of musicians or something like that. And so everybody's sort of jumping over on Twitch. And there's some people that are still over there on haps.ceo that are using Twitter Spaces. And I like using Twitter Spaces. It's a good platform. So Haps is crap. Get Vocal is good. And Twitter Spaces is good. And Twitch is great as far as I'm concerned. So that's, I just wanted to go ahead and also today, I did post stuff over my Twitter. Today is National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day, 9 April 2002. It's over 500,000 servicemen sacrificed their freedom as POWs. I'm an United States Air Force retiree, a 20-year career with the United States Air Force, which I was honored and grateful for. And today we pause to honor and remember those POWs and families who wait for their return. We shall never forget. Never forget. Okay, folks, that's, let's see, we're coming up on 25 minutes. I think that's a good broadcast as far as giving an interesting article, give you a little take on that Haps platform. It's not going anywhere. It's been 2 months, nothing going on. And I think Get Vocal, when was the last time Get Vocal? Let me check. Get Vocal last update. Let's see what that says. Just to be fair for Haps, okay? Because like I said, if Haps was to go bring back the landscape, which there's been no movement. Oh, I don't want that. Let's go back. Let's go back as far as that goes. Let's see. We want the Google Play Store. That's and I still stand by my review of Haps on the Google Play Store. It's a one-star platform as far as that goes. It's not doing it. And until, and they can stay if that's their choice. It's their sandbox. I'm just telling you how I feel as a user. Let's see, Get Vocal. Let's see, Get Vocal. Let's see, what are we looking at here? VOKL. 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 Let's see. Get VOKL. Just to be fair, to see what the app on Get Vocal is. Again, Get Vocal on what is it? The App Store is still sitting at 4 stars, where on what is it on the Haps on the Google Play Store is 1.9 stars. It's under 2 stars. Some reason it's 3 stars still over on iOS, but that's the one thing. The notifications on the iOS side for Haps, you can't. It's not there anymore. So yeah, it's 3.9. Just to be fair, 3.9, almost 4 stars for Get Vocal. Let's see, this is going back June 9th of 2019. My review was love the app and all that you can do as far as live streaming on this thing called the internet. And I give it a big thumbs up and a hand praise there and stuff like that. So the platform, it hasn't been updated since September 30th of 2020, which is, but it's still more usable. It's still more usable than Haps. So I'm going to continue using it on the weekends because I'm into the routine of using Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and as far as that goes. So again, that's my take on the live streaming. So thank you very much for watching this broadcast. As far as that goes, as far as me presenting this interesting article, I will continue to do that because I like doing that sort of thing, and it gives more of a personal thing. And this guy over here, I'm actually on OBS, so it'll be interesting because I think since I've been back using Get Vocal, this is the first time I've used OBS, the virtual cam, so I'm able to bring in the pictures as long as my old friend, the Blab Owl, which is the icon that Blab, again, Get Vocal is like Blab. That's why I love it. It has the 4 boxes and stuff, and it has landscape. So it's always fun to do that. So I think this will work out pretty good as far as using the virtual cam here on Get Vocal using OBS. So with that, folks, this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Get Vocal. Wishing you to have a good Saturday as we're pressing on with the weekend. It looks like we're getting a little sun out, which will be good because I got a pesky leak on the roof I have to patch up here, and hopefully it dries it out a little bit. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. But a little just puddling around the house here, enjoying my Saturday day off from the day job, and I'll be off tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. And but you all have a great Saturday wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and give me a follow over there on Twitter at Fireman Rich on Twitter. That's my mainstay, where I tote myself as a social media observer and social media enthusiast. In other words, I like playing on this thing called the internet, and Get Vocal is one of those places that I like playing around on. You all take care. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. Peace.